Hello and welcome. My name is Nomad Collectibles, and today we are going to be learning about Digimon together. Or maybe you guys are going to teach me in the comments and join me for learning about it. So I've opened up one pack of Digital Shambhala at the back there. You may have seen the short. I did manage to get this War Greymon and the Orgrimmon. I was really happy with this War Greymon. I'm just terrible with names. But the super rare on that one in one pack, my first ever pack of Digimon, was awesome. So I just wanted to showcase that one to kind of let you know where I'm up to. I've got, these cards here are what I've seen so far. In today's video, we're going to be, well, in this 4-part series, we're going to be doing 4 episodes, and I'm thinking per episode we're going to do a pound of Digimon from Cherry Collectibles, and that should have 2 packs of Digimon cut in it, and then the Animal Coliseum has 24 packs. So I was thinking that we can do 6 packs per video. That gives us 8 packs to open per about 400 cards. And then we can also do a starter deck. And I believe that these should have a booster pack included, it says. And these will give me an idea of, well, us an idea of kind of what you need in a deck, what cards are good, what cards to look out for. Give us a bit of an understanding of what we're doing throughout the rest of the video. Generally, these ones are mostly commons and uncommons. In Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, it's great. You can get a lot of older cards, and sometimes you can get some really, valuable bulk out of it. And it ends up basically just paying for yourself and what it adds to your collection. So they're a lot of fun. And I thought this would be a really fun way to explore Digimon, find out what it's like, get a hold of a load of cards, and see a load of the different artworks. But without further ado, let me clear this up, get us down to just the products for today's episode, and we'll cut that one open in just a second. Catch you in a moment. Alright, that feels a little bit cleaner now, doesn't it? As always, I will have my Palms Off Gaming penny sleeves on hand. I've always got a lot of those around, not sponsored yet. Hopefully maybe one day. That would be amazing. But for now, let's crack into this one and access some of these packs. See what the packs are like. There we go. We don't want to keep these sealed at all, do we? We want to find out what fun things I've got inside of them. So let's do that. Ooh, looks like there's some extra packs as well. There we go. There we go. So it looks like we have 3 of these promotional packs. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure how we'll do these ones. I will put them to the side for now. And then for these ones, we get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and same again is 24 packs of those ones there. So the Animal Coliseum was the name of that box. It's the EX05 extra deck, I believe that means. Extra set 05 by Bandai. I reckon we mix these ones up a bit though, because I don't know if there's any mapping or anything like that. So just to make sure that we get purely random throughout the different videos. Let's stack them back up quickly. Two, three, 6. That's the other way around, and that's 6. We have 3 and 6. We have 4 and 6. That is all of those ones away now. And we have 6 packs here to spread out throughout the video. So we'll leave those ones nice and handy just there. I'm not sure when we'll open these ones, but we will at some point in the channel. Put them out of the way just for now though. And I think next we might want to start on this one. And that'll give us a bit more of an idea of what to expect going forth. Actually, before we do that, I will cut everything open and we'll quickly show you what these look like as well. Sorry about that, a little bit of set technical difficulty, but I got this one cut open, so let's open this one up and see what's inside. Oh, yep, the 2 packs that we were promised. They've changed these box designs as well, it's a lot easier to access the cards now. We have the World Convergence Digimon cards, 12 cards per pack, and the Sinister's Order. How'd I do on those ones? I'll look up between clips how much those are worth, but let me know how I did. BT21 and EX10. I think that seems pretty cool. We'll open those throughout the video as well, and then as you can see, you get a nice big brick of cards to go through. So we will be doing that in this video as well, having a sift through those, see what we get. But let's quickly get into this one like I said earlier. There's one. Oh. There we go. And here we go. So you get a plastic insert. Sorry about knocking the camera there. Yep, and so stick that one at the back there. You get your deck, obviously, and then it looks like here you also get, what do we get into the back here? A pack as well. This time we got the Great Legend BT.04. That seems like it's a bit older. Let me know if that's a good pack to open. We will be. But is that a good hit? Let me get rid of this plastic. Alright, so we have this brick of a starter deck to get into. Slide the insert off. You can already see that there's going to be some amazing artwork coming up. It does appear we've got at the back some information cards, some player counters, things like that. And then we have the Motimon level 2. That's a Digi Egg. So it seems like we start with the Digi Egg and we get 4 copies of that. So I'm thinking it's 4 cards per playset. Well, this Digimon is level 6 or higher, it gets plus 1,000 damage points. And then this one is the Floramon. So I'm guessing Motomon would Digi-evolve into the Floramon, and again 4 copies of that. So level 2 Digi-Egg into a level 3, and then a 4. I'm guessing you level up pretty fast then throughout the game. Damage points seem to drop when you get level up here though, but you do get an ability. But here we have the Tentamon. Reveal the top card in your deck. If it's a green Digimon card, add it to your hand, otherwise place it at the bottom of your deck. So that's good for finding cards that you need, and cycling non-Digimon down out of the way if that's not what you need at the moment. Looks like 4 copies, so I would guess that it is 4 copy playsets, like in Pokemon. And then the level 3 Palmon, these are both level 3. I guess you get an option to divert one way or the other. Palmon's artwork is really cute. I like that sitting on the water. When attacking, if you attack your opponent's Digimon, this Digimon gets plus 2000 damage points for this turn. That sounds great because you're obviously losing some damage points going from level 2, so that balances you back out. I think we will be getting 4 copies of every card. We'll start to speed up a little bit for the middle here. We've got Kunamon, 5000 damage points, 4 copies. And the Togemon. Togemon has 4000 damage points. I like the cool cactus design, and it's a boxing cactus. That's really cool. So that's level 4, and 4 copies of that one. So we've moved from level 3 up to level 4. We've got a bit more damage. Another level 4, we've got the Kuagamon. This one's got 6000 damage points, so I guess this is a bit more of like the higher damage, less tactic output of the deck. Then we have obviously 4 copies of that one as well. If I don't read anything out, feel free to pause the video and have a read. But next we have the Kabutamiron, 5000 damage points, level 4, doing some weights, trying to buff up. Only 2 copies of this one, so we're starting to get into the heavy hitters in the deck. The things that you're trying to hunt for, I suppose. That's pretty cool. We're going back into 4 copies of the Akawamon. 4 copies of Akawamon, 7000 damage points, and a level 5 for that one. Just having a little look at that bottom corner. Intended effect, seeing what that was about. Next we have the Lilymon. That is a 7000 damage point level 5. Cool little pixie fairy. You get 4 copies of that one, and ooh, alright. I've got a gold border. This is the first time I've seen a gold border. What's this one about? A level 5 Mega Kabuto Raimon, 7000 damage points. Golden numbers on that 5 there. That's cool. Alright. We get 2 copies of that one. I like that. I like that. I will be sleeving that one up in just a moment. And then we have the Rosamon, 11,000 damage points. So that is going to be doing some serious output there. Level 6, and again with the gold borders, and this one, really cool how this one's a full art or overframe, or I'm not sure what the terminology is yet. It looks like this one is a rare as well, so that's pretty cool. 2 copies of that one. And then we're starting to get into, it's a bit hard to see, but the borders are a bit hollow foil. The artwork on this one, really nice and crisp and detailed. So we've got the Hercules Kabuto Raimon, 12,000 damage points, level 6. That's really cool. And we get 2 copies of that one. So that is a really nice card. In fact, I might just pop these to the side. Grab out a couple of these. Always good to protect your cards. This seems like it is also your big chase in the deck. You're trying to get this one out to really disrupt the enemy's board, I suppose. And then, just to finish this one out before I start sleeving too much, we have the Izumi. Looks like that is a Tamer card. Security effect, and that's got the gold borders there. Play this card without paying its memory cost. That seems pretty cool. I'm not sure what a memory cost is yet, but we do get 4 copies of that one. So I'm guessing this is kind of who you are. You play as this character for this deck. I really like that. And then this guy again, I can't think of his name, but needle spray. So this is an option. I'm guessing this allows him to do extra stuff, or maybe more than just him. You've got 4 copies of that one. That's pretty cool. And ooh, 2 copies of Electroshock, the option card. And this one has security. Activate this card on main effect. Main effect, return one of your opponent's suspended Digimon to its owner's hand. Trash all the Digi-Evolution cards of that Digimon. So that seems like it's going to really take out something on the back line, I'm guessing. Suspended is non-active, I'm guessing. So that's really cool. And then have a quick look at these as well. So a player 1 and a player 2. Seems like that is everything you need to be able to kind of get going with the game. Card properties there. So I probably should have read this one first. The play cost in the top left hand corner in the blue circles. That number was how much it costs to play the card. And then the Digi Evolution condition, the color is the color it needs to Digi evolve from, the level requirement, and the cost needed to Digi evolve into this Digimon. So that'll be very useful. Power level, you compare the DP power level, Digi power, not damage points. Okay, so the Digi power gets compared during the battle phase, and I guess whoever has the more damage power wins. The effects, abilities that Digimon can activate, and then you've got the level, card name, Digimon color, card rarity, card numbers, blah blah, all of those things. Memory gauges. When playing memory costs, you use your memory gauge for each point you play. Move the memory counter 1 space towards your opponent's side. If the memory counter lands on the number 0 and your opponent's on your opponent's side, your turn ends. So to pay memory costs of 3, you move the memory counter 3 spaces towards the opponent's side. So I think you start here and you lose when you get over here. It's really good that they have all the information right here. Sorry if I got off screen a bit there. Playing and attacking with Digimon. I won't go through this one, I'll read this off camera. But that's awesome that they include all the game rules. There's more on the other side, telling you about the turn order. I'll read all of this in my own time. Game rules there, Digi-evolving, and there. So feel free to read the rest of those in your own time. I am going to sleeve up all of these fancy cards, and I will meet you back in time to rip this pack here. Actually, let's just rip it. Kept you waiting long enough. Let's do that, and then I can sleeve these up as well. Let's see, what do we get in this pack? So this one was the Great Legend, and this one was a BT pack. I believe that means main set. So this might be a little bit different to the other ones we saw. We do start with one of these cool player cards. It's a bit nicer than the ones that it came with for a player 2. That's cool. And then we have Otamamon, 5,000 Digipoints. The May Crackamon, 7,000, level 5. Ooh, whoa. Regalexamon, full art, level 6, 11,000 damage, color blue. Lekusamon. That is really cool. I will pop that one just there. That will be definitely getting sleep. Kudamon, 2,000 points. Labramon. I love dogs. That's cool. Purple is also one of my favorite colors, so I'm really looking forward to getting into that deck with a bit more knowledge. That's a level 3. And then we have the Flamemon, level 3. That's cool. 2,000 points. Dukunamon, 2,000 points, level 3. Ooh, 1,000 point Digimon. Soundbirdmon. That's pretty cool artwork if you ask me. Alright. Next up we have the Razormon, level 6. Sorry for knocking the camera there. That's got 10,000 damage points. That is also really cool. So I'm guessing that one's going to be a yellow heavy hitter. And then we have the Digi-Egg Missimon. Missimon looks like it might be a purple. That is a really cool Digi-Egg. And then we have a, wow, that's a rare, that's a Zedgurumon. Zedgurumon, 12,000 damage points, level 6, and it's got all of the gold framing around that. That's amazing. Oh wow. A level 6 Banchaleamon. That's another rare with the gold frames. 11,000 damage points. You guys let me know how I did on that one. I think this one may be potentially useful with the green decks I've got going. I'm not sure if there's restrictions on who you can evolve into who, but that seems like it might be relevant and a lot of fun. So that might be going in a deck when I learn to play. Alright, I'll get these ones sleeved up and I'll see you on the next clip. Alright, with all of that sleeved up, I'm not going to be able to scan everything from today's video in time for the edit. Just with how many cards there are, it's just going to take too long. But let me know if you want me to make a short about how much I managed to get out of this. But so from what I've figured out, we've got what we're mostly going to be getting in this bulk lot is commons, and then the full frame, overframe commons, or the full art commons. I'm not sure what that is. I'm hoping maybe we'll find some of these. They are still the common down here. So that is a good sign for us. And then the U, I'm presuming that one is uncommon. So I'm guessing we'll find, a fair few of those as well. So those two will probably be our most common, these two. And then next up in the rarity, we did have these rares. So I'm not sure if we'll get many of these. That'll kind of be one of the things we're chasing. I think if we chase for the rares and the overframe ones, that'll be a good kind of temperament. And then if we get lucky for anything like this, I don't think it's going to be in the bulk though. The super rares and things like that, I don't know that they'll make it into there. But like I said, we've got 10 packs here, or 8 packs, sorry. So every 50 or so of these cards, we can rip a pack and see if we can get something awesome. And then in that case, I think without further ado, let's jump into a stack of these and see what we got. And this is what I was saying about the boxes have changed, and I really like how they've changed. That is just so much easier to get out than when they were a full framed box. Wow. Giga Dramon, a level 5 black. That's pretty cool. Bulkmon in yellow. A Boogieymon in purple. What I think we'll do is separate them out by their kind of color at the moment, just because that's how the decks get built. And then as I learn a bit more, next video we can change up our sorting order plan. Eosin, level 5. Madokai Betamon. So far we have just gotten commons. The Kinkakumon, the Deputymon, that's a common as well. Ooh, an EX1, that's a uncommon. I think that means it's one of the first expansion sets, and that's a Plesiomon. That's really cool. I'm guessing that one might be one of the ones that might be worth a bit more. Oh, and another one. EX1 uncommon Phoenixmon with 11,000 damage points as well. It seems like we're running a little bit of a batch of EX1 uncommons. So we've got a Rosemon, a Patamon, a Greymon. That'll be very handy for that War Greymon. I got War Gurumon. I like that. And then we've got the Garurumon. You'll have to let me know about how long sets are play legal and things like that. We have the Phoenixamon again, I think. Yep, we've got 2 of those ones now. It does say you will get duplicates, so that is to be expected. Let me just get all of these. I wasn't expecting to get so many uncommons, I apologize. Alright. The Phoenixmon, the Dino Beamon, the Baltimon. That's a cool artwork. Lady Devimon. Purple is obviously my favorite color, so I'm going to be a bit biased. You can't see where I'm putting the cards. Can we tilt you down at all? Not really. No. We have the Metal Etamon. The Argamon. That's a cool artwork for that one. These older cards are really cool. That's why it's fun to get a bulk lot. You can see so many different eras of cards. The Paidamon. The Etamon. The Ikakamon. We are in commons now. The Elekamon. Goamamamon. Stingmon. Hagurumon. I think we saw that one at some point. The Magnadramon. The Plesiomon again. And the Zudamon. Kurisarimon. Common. The Wizardmon. That's cool artwork. The Gardramon. Tapramon. Biomon. Keramon. Piedmon. Kabuterimon. Gabumon. Palmon. Garudamon. Angamon. Angamon. Xvmon. Tentamon. Metal Tyrannomon. Weragurumon. Dragamon. A BT6 uncommon of the Happy Bullet Showering option card. That's our first option card, I think. So that shows just how many Digimon we are getting. Action packed here. It's not just like it's full of trainer cards or anything like that. So we've got the Digi-Egg Kyaromon. Kyaromon. Junkmon. That's cool artwork. Mistymon. Goblimon. Gazamon. Eosmon. Haven't got many of those white ones yet. We have the Glaive Memory Boost option card. Ooh, we got an overframe of full art. Eldred Diamond. Common. I like these commons. I really like these over arts. Whoop. Spoiling the next card there. I really like that one. I definitely count that one as a hit in the bulk. I don't know about the pricing wise yet, but to me, I really like that. Strabimon, that's a comet. Volcanomon, Puramon, Pomumamon. Some of these names are tongue twisters. Strike Dramon, another option card with the Tropical Venom, and a Tinkamon. Cool little fairy artwork there. Alright, I think that's a solid little chunk to earn us our first pack from all of this. So let's get into an EX05 pack and see if we can get any cool hits. There we go. Let the cards free. And we start off with a Hawkmon. Move that out of the way. The Sinduramon. The Sandaramon. Mihiramon. Lyolamon. That's cool. It's really cute. Phobos Blow. Option card. Siakamon. Siakamon. Octomon. Oh, first dual color card. Atomon. Atomon is cool. That's an uncommon there. We've had a few uncommons. That was an uncommon as well, by the way. So that's an uncommon. An uncommon Nairomon. Digi-Egg. Whoa. We've got a rare, really nice holofoil Dragamon purple. That is so cool. When I learn how to play the game, I'm definitely going to have to look into how viable this is. That's really nice. Merukimon? That is that's another super rare. That is Merukimon, my second super rare. That's amazing. I need to hold all of these cards so I can get to some sleeves. And get that one in there. Wow, that is some crazy luck, that one. Let me know, but I think that's pretty cool that I managed to pick out the pack that had those two after already getting the Wargreymon. So that's what we got from the first pack from the booster box. I think that's pretty lucky if you ask me. I might just quickly cut and then we will jump in the next bit. Sorry about that, I just had to have a quick stretch, but I've realized that we're getting on a little bit, so let's jump into this and try and get through them. We have the EP.1 X antibody. Up there, the Guillimon. Argamon, that's a cool Argamon. Two-tone, two color grouping, sorry. Vmon. Metal Life Kawawagamon. Tuaramon. Again, let me know if I got anything really good. Gokumon. BT12 we're in at the moment. We have the Wisemon. The Marimamon. Great Mealstorm. Pyro Dragons. Whoop, upside down. We have the Betsamon. Another one of the Wisemon. The Choo-Choo-mon. Shoutamon. That is some really cool. It's like the Mega Evolution cards. Any Shoutamon there. And Argamon. BT12. Getting some of these Argamons, that's really cool. It's one of the ones I recognize is Argamon. Dobemon. I love dogs, so anything like that, and purple. So that'll be awesome. The Digimon Bergamon. Bulkmon. Isum Scatter Mode. Dino Memory Boost. Another upside down. We've got the Hakaimon. Metal Life Kuwagamon. Omni Shoutmon. They seem like they evolve from each other, or did you evolve? King Device, option card. Seadramon X Antibody. BT20, that's a bit of a newer card. BT19, Growlmon, again a bit newer, I think. BT19, D Reaper Zone. Raptador Draymon. Loader Leomon, BT20. Pulsemon, BT20. Hover Espimon. Oh, sorry about knocking you there. Apperton Legion. Dino Bebermon. Duramon. Oops, that's in the wrong pile. Oh, I keep knocking you. Trying to reach across. The Monodramon. The Savio Hawkman. Bakemon. Kyubimon. Crabmon Antibody. Trinity Burst. 3 different colors. Rasta. Impmon. Groundramon. Black Sabbath. Grademon. Durulumon. Bonds of True Love. Option card. Lugamon. Salugamon. XVmon. Night Device. Falcomon. Ryodamon, Shoutmon X5, uncommon. I and Mako, a tamer card. Haven't got many tamer cards, that's cool. Mally Birdamon, Demi Vaymon, an egg. Starmons, Digiegg. Emperor Dragon of Calamity. Vixamon, Genryumon, Kapurimon, Battle NPC Tamer, Digimon, Terriermon, Bancholemon, Ballistamon, Bonds of True Love, Laimon, Soluguramon, Gargomon, and Solomon. Awesome. I think that was another good chunk. And we can do another pack of this one now, maybe. Let's see if we get anything else good. Again, EX05 on this booster box. We have the Hawkmon, Sinduramon, Sindiramon, Mihiramon, Lyolamon, Good Night Moon, Akuramon, Nyaramon, Coronamon, Lunamon, uncommon. Ooh. Whoa. A rare tamer. Ko and Sayo. Rare tamer. Amazing hollow on that one. Get that one sleeved up in just a moment. And lastly, we have, whoa, another super rare of the Leviamon. Back-to-back super rares. Does this set just have a lot of super rares? Am I reading this wrong? I'm loving this though. Maybe you're supposed to get a super rare. I don't know. I like it. I really like that artwork as well. The full art, the purple, or the overframe. I'm really excited now that Yu-Gi-Oh has started to do some overframes as well. I'm really looking forward to checking those out at some point. Hopefully, if I can manage to get lucky and pull some. Oh, Chuck, you back there actually, and keep the two SRs at the back. So I don't know if I've just picked out the best packs in the booster box or what, but that is awesome. Let's get on to this one. We have the X-Viramon, Lugamon, Lyolamon, BT19 Guillamon, option red card, Bibimon BT20, BT19 Kyubimon, Lugaramon, Night Device, Shoutmon X4, Punkmon, Punkmon, that's really cool. The Last Guardian, Paildramon, the Kirahira Aonuma Tamer. I'm gonna struggle with that name. Solomon, Diatrimon, Candlemon. I like it. ADR01 Jerry. These white ones are strange. Unleash the Dragon Gene, option card. Loader Leomon. I think we've gotten a few of those. The Singularity of Chaos. Varaduramon. I feel like we're getting a good variety of sets and cards, even if we're getting doubles up of some of them. It's different sets. We have the BT19 Greymon, Taiki Kudo. That's cool. That's a BT19 tamer. Savior Hakmon. The Apostles of Doom Descends. Option card. Cordramon, Bakemon, Bakemon, Bulbamon, Crabmon, X-Antibody, Pikmon's Digiegg, Black Sabbath again, Veermon, Oblivimon? I think the aliens are taking over in this one. Shademon, lots of eyes, it's watching us. Ginrimon, Kapuramon, Digiegg. I really like the cards of these Digieggs. I might have to do a Digiegg collection and binder at some point and just try and get as many different Digieggs as I can get. The Dorulamon, Demi Meramon, Blimpmon, the Trinity Burst again, Meteor Roxol, Wingdramon, getting a few more of these multicolored ones, Cyber Dramon, Chromon. I guess certain sets are more prone than others. BT20 Chromon, Demi Vmon, Lugamon, another Demi Meramon, Starmons. That seems like it's out of Mario Kart. Emperor Dragon Calamity again, Viximon, Digiegg. That's definitely going to be going in a collection sometime. Shademon, Ryudamon, Dorumon. Looks like it's got a Digiegg at the back there. Another Loader Layman, another red card, Savior Huckmon, ADR01 Jerry, Bonds of True Love. Now we're getting a bit more repetitive. Boutamon, Digimon Gausamon, BT19, a Black Sabbath. Is this one slightly different Black Sabbath? I'm not sure. Bancho Lamon again, the Lyolamon, So it seems like you've got a whole line, evolution line for the yellows. Strike Draymon. Sparrowmon. That reminds me of Latios, but I like the purple. Purple is good. XVmon. Stingmon. Pikmon's Digi-Egg. Impmon. I like that. I'm guessing that's going to be one of my main things if I do purple. If purple's any good to do, you let me know. Or I guess I'll learn along the way. We've got the Bibimon. Rainamon. Taika Kudo again. BT19. Shoutmon. And a Soulmon. Amazing. I like that ghost artwork. Alright, we've got 6 packs left and we're halfway through, so we better open a pack and get open the packs a bit faster. Alright, we have Vajramon, Koturamon, Pajiramon, Antilamon, Repamon, Loyalty Deeper Than the Sea, Labramon, Kudamon, Tokomon, Garudamon, and a Cerebrossamon X Antibody? Cerebrossamon? Cerberus? Cerberusmon. Cerberusmon. And double purple. Gabumon X Antibody. 2 rares on that one. So we were lucky to get the super rares. But that is also very lucky that we got purples that I might be able to use with my purple starter deck once I open it. That's really cool. Alright, let's leave those ones up. Now, we've had these ones at the front for a while, so I'll put these ones just for a little bit. We can enjoy those for a bit of change of scenery. Chuck those back over there. Alright. Let's do a little list. Cyber Draymon, Flame Draymon, Gamamon, Nivimon, Demitromon, BT.21 at the moment, Senna Wisemon, War Growlmon, not the other one, Growlmon, that's cool, I'll put that in purple. Weregurumon, Cherrymon, Omni Shoutmon. I feel like we're still seeing a good variety. I'm still seeing some that I haven't said before, don't know. Garurumon. Obviously, this is my first time, so I'm going to be learning a lot. Shoutmon. Gumdramon. Is that to do with Impmon? Looks similar. Rise Greymon. Metal Greymon. A Navimon. Cherrymon. Wow, that's lucky. An Overframe War Greymon uncommon. That's gotta be something good for the bulk. I'll put that back there for now, and I'll save that soon. Weregurumon. Another Gumdramon. Navimon, Omni Shoutmon, whoops, sorry about that, Flame Dramon, Arrestramon, Arrestodemon, Rise Greymon again, Senowisemon, Dimetronomon, Tromon, Destramon, Guilemon, Guilemon, Shoutmon again, Guilemon, Gurumon, Navimon, Shoutmon King version. That's gotta be cool. Uncommon BT.21. Wagurumon, Omni Shoutmon again, Gamdramon again, Rise Greymon again, Metal Greymon. So you do start to hit a sort of bit of a batch, and you start running into kind of Arrestodramon, and Argamon, and Growlmon. So you kind of hit kind of batches of the same card groupings. So you might hit a lot of one and then move on to another set and another set, but you're still getting a lot of variety throughout these packs, which I think is pretty cool. I'll do one more cut and then we will finish this one out for the last little section. Okay, so I've tidied up the piles and sleeved things up, and I'm pretty sure I owe you guys a pack. We completed a section of bulk. Obviously, in the future videos, I won't just be reading out all the cards. We will recognize a few of them, be going through just trying to look for the rarities or something like that. We've got a Hawkamon again, a Sinduramon, Sandiramon, Mihirimon, Ahiramon, Lyalamon, Sayakomon, Goodnight Moon, option card. Getting into the uncommons, we've got a Targetmon, don't recognize Targetmon yet, a Frymon, Digiegg, I like the Digieggs, the Gurumon X Antibody Digimon, uncommon, level 4, and a rare overframe, the Zaquayamon Ace. That is crazy. You guys let me know how this did. Is this good? I might scan in some of the hits. If you see some prices popping up either, whoop, nothing goes around. If you see prices popping up here or here, then I've scanned in the hits after the video. So Ace is Overflow -4. That's amazing. That's really cool. The last card, we have a Metal Etamon overframe as well, and that is another super rare. Holy cow. Is that a really good pack? I feel like that's a really good pack. For not having anything higher than a super rare, I think that's a really good pack. Alright, let's get these ones sleeved. This is expansion pack 5, so do remember that it's a bit of a older pull chances. Maybe they had super rares more frequently back then. I'm not sure. This is my first full-sized video opening. Before this, I had just opened that pack I showed you earlier. So you guys probably know more than me. Floramon, Shoutmon, Flame Draymon. That's cool. Gamamon, Lydramon, Destramon. Oops, sorry about that. Greymon, Agunimon, Rise Greymon, Rise. Alright, yeah, we're getting into another little section of these. Floramon, Vmon, Navimon, the Flame Dramon again. I think I chopped that over there maybe. Diamondmon, Destramon, Guilemon, Gurumon, Guilemon, Shoutmon King version, Argamon, Arrestraymon, ooh, and another War Greymon in the uncommon full art or overframe. Shoutmon. Let me know what these are in terms of full arts and overframes. I'm looking to learn, and eventually maybe I can help other people learn. War Growlmon, Wagurumon. Just gotta be careful with these cards. I keep knocking you. That's a different Navimon, I think, maybe. Omnishout, Garurumon, King version, Guilemon, Rise, Greymon, War, Dimetown, Destramon, Gamdramon. Alright. We're starting to get the picture here. There's only so many cards, I'm guessing, in some of these sets. BT.1 we seem to have gotten a fair bit of. There we go. Makiko Date, Tamer card. Haven't gotten too many Tamer cards. And that's a cool overframe. And that's a Bancho Leomon uncommon overframe. Oops. And then we've got an Eta Legion. Atomon. That's a cool Digi-Egg. Volcanopalm. Nano Machine. Houdinette Cafe. Consuelmon. Senglopomon. That's almost Bullfish. Lady Devimon. Psychomon. I think that one may be an overframe. Yonogi Tamer. Enklimon. And a Flickmon. Alright, that's getting a bit faster now that we recognize things, isn't it? Let's go for one of these and see what we get. Don't want to look at those last cards just yet. Vajramon, Katuramon, Pajiramon, and Antlamon, Labadabadabadamamon, Phobos Blow, Sayakomon, Gurumon, Doberman, that is amazing. X antibody, I like that one. Churinmon, ooh, another ace, another rare ace. Bahaimon, Bahaimon ace. Is this? Oh, ace into a secret. We got a secret. I thought for sure we were going to be running out of hits. Fanglongmon secret rare. Wow. EX5 for you, huh? We are getting so many cool cards. Am I getting all of the hits for the whole box, or is this just what Digimon is like? Is it just always amazing? Let me know. Are you guys just out here winning every single time you open packs? What's going on? Alright. Now, this one, between takes, I will put that one in a top loader. Apologies about the laptop there. That is incredible. That is my first secret rare Digimon. You guys watched it. Alright. Let's try and get this all done, and then we can jump on to the last of the packs. Geogreymon, Coachmon, Perorimon, Monodramon, Lopmon, Kurdamon, Gutsumon, Yugo, Anti-Lamon, Strike Draymon, Big Bang Punch, Ice Anarchy, Garudamon, Bakemon, skipping cards, the Demi Meramon, that is a really cool Digi-Egg. I might actually keep that one out. I'm going to keep that one out just because I like the artwork. An Angwoman, Golmon, hey, Phoenixmon full art, Birdmon, Sanglapomon, Comet Hammer, Hoodienet Cafe, Lopmon, Mono Machine Break, Wagurumon, Rosemon, Betamon, Machine Draymon, Motimon, Etamon, 8-Bit, Wildmon, Musclemon, that's cool. The Cannon Beamon, that goes up there. Yonogi, Tamer, Goro Matayoshi, Garurumon, Warmon, Angamon, Elizamon, Ghostmon, Gekamon, Lilimon, Consolmon, Banjo-Lemon, Marine Angmon. Whoop, sorry about that. Stop shaking. Seedramon, Elizamon, Backmon, Wagyu, Master Machine, Antilamon, Rajamon, Sakayamon, Overframe. The Marine Anglemon, Angelomon again. Digiegg Flickmon. That's cool. Waspmon, Hoodienet, Nano Machine, 8-bit, Angemon, the Systemon Sisters Training Gym, Phantomon, Beta Legion, Moshimon, Angemon, Geogreymon, Pararoman, Anklemon, Coachmon, Monodragon, Cordamon, Gotsmon, Greymon, heck yeah. Sorry about that. Ice Anarchy, Birdramon, Funebeamon, Elizamon, Waspmon, and finally Gekamon. There we go. Alright, so don't forget, we have these two awesome packs and this one. So I think we do EX5, EX10, BT21. I'll just chuck those there so we can still see them. Alright. Almost there, guys. Thank you so much for sticking around, watching, hanging out, teaching me what you do. Always tell me more. The Vicomon, Ekomon, Alekmon, sorry, Indramon, Majiramon, Liamon, Cumbriharamon, Phobos Blow, Crescamon, Zyamon, Digiegg. I love the Digieggs. Flaremon, and a rare Lodoliamon. Last. Let's go down. That is some cool art. That is some cool art. That's a rare Biting Crush option to finish things off. Amazing. Alright. So that's our 6 packs of the Animal Coliseum all done up. And last one here. Quickly sleeve these. And then jump into this one. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, all of those. Share with your friends. Please check out Cherry Collectibles and all of that if you want to get yourself some of these bulk lots. Or always check out your local stores as well, obviously. Warpmon, Spiral Mountain, Devimon, Landramon, Devimon, Choo-Choo-Mon, Coopamon, hitting you with the card, Digi-Egg of a Coopamon, that's cool. The option of Unique Emblem Gravel Hearts, Gulus Gamamon, a tamer Yukio Aikawa, Metal Greymon in rare. Heck yeah. That is some really cool artwork if you can see it. And we have a Paidamon rare. Amazing. 2 more rares. Again, we love the holos. Love all the cards, love all the art, but it's always good to, get a hit and feel like you've gotten something pristine, a prize, if it were. That's why these videos are so fun, because we can jump between some of the bulk, some of the shinies, EP.1, World's Convergence, Last Pack Magic. What are we going to hit in this one? Oh. Apparently the camera tripod. Alright, we've got a Watchmon, Sociamon, Deramon, Vemon, Betelgamamon, Yokomon, Sangamon, Vemon, Gamamon, Lydramon, whoa, Overframe rare of the Shine Greymon, and last but by no means least, we have a rare of the Dracomon antibody. Alright, let's leave these ones up, get everything tidied up, see you in just a moment. Alright, so this video cost me about $45 to make. I got the starter deck for $5, the pound was $15, and this booster box was on sale for $100. So we're using a quarter at a time. $25 plus 5 is $30, plus 15 is $45. Just so you guys kind of have an idea of where we're at. So we did get 15 cards here that were scanned into collector at roughly under $1. Some of them a fair bit less, some of them a bit closer to that dollar mark. But we got the Cerberusmon, the Bahaimon Ace, the Zahekwaiamon Ace, the Gabumon X Antibody, the Dragomon, the Ko and Sayo, the Dracomon and X Antibody, the Shine Greymon, the Bancho Leomon, the Zed Gurumon, the Murukimon, the Loda Laymon, Biting Crush, Paidamon, Metal Greymon was the last one in that lot. So, that's probably maybe pushing $4, $5, $6 maybe Australian worth of cards. All of these prices and everything is Australian dollars. And then for the nicer hits, this one was just over $1 Australian, the Metal Etamon. So I'm pretty happy with that one. That one was really nice. And that one, of course, is a super rare. And then this one came in next in second place, the Leviamon, and that again is the super rare. That one came in just over $10. So really, really, really happy with that card. I'm guessing that that's a pretty decent card. I'll see what happens with that. That's definitely gonna end up in a binder or if someone needs it for locals, I'm happy to trade. I'm not sure how those work. If that's like really good in the meta at the moment, then let me know. I'm happy to trade. And the number one card that we got was, of course, this secret rare, the Fanglongmon. Fanglongmon. This one came in at about $13, just over 10 Australian dollars. So really, really happy with this. I don't know if this is really good for the set or if this is one of the worst secrets that you can pull, but either way, it's my first secret and I am absolutely over the moon with that. But you guys let me know what you how you think I did. Obviously, we have over 500 cards added to the collection, and I think that personally more than got our value out of the investment in all of these products, and definitely had a lot of fun going through it, and gonna have a lot more fun sorting it all out and exploring a bit more. Anyway, I'll catch you next week.